Today we'll be looking at some of the interesting features that you might find useful in RAW 2019. Yo, what's up? This is Bob PO the NSIG with yet another PO tutorials, and today we're going to be looking at some of the interesting features that have been added in RAW 2019. Wait, basically it is RAW 11.0, which automatically comes with Photoshop 2019. So if you have Photoshop 2019, you basically have RAW 11.0. So yeah, it is very easy to actually open your image in open RAW. Okay, actually open your image in RAW. You just click and drag your image into Photoshop, and then your image will automatically open RAW. So yeah, if you've been using RAW before, you can see that nothing has changed in terms of the base of the RAW. You still have your curve, you still have your basic adjustment, still have your curves, still have your sharpness, your sharpening, your HSL adjustments, which is hue, saturation, and luminance, your split toning, your lens correction, which is one of the interesting which is one of the things that I want us to focus on, which is I'm not sure if this feature is this I've seen this, but I've never used it. But I'm not sure if the feature that I'm going to talk about is new or not. But if it's not, it's fine. I'm still going to talk about it. I mean, it is an interesting feature to look at. You know, it is very useful. It will come handy to any editor or a photographer. So what I will normally do when I want to actually do the corrections on the last corrections on my images, I will normally use this distortion slide, to give it some, a different, well, basically change the depth of my image, But now there's this thing which is very interesting. Sorry, which is very interesting. This feature, there's this feature which is very interesting. These are the brands from your cameras, and your lenses. So what you want to do is to click on one of the brands that you know or that you use. This is very useful for people that have like access to only two lenses or even one. So this is going to be very interesting for you to this is very interesting. Choose your brand, and under the Canon brands, these are the under the Canon brand, these are the lenses that are available for you to choose. So if you want let's say you want the effect of a 24 mil to 24 to 70 mil lens. Nothing more has changed. Let's try another, let's say 50 mil. Even that one doesn't. We want, let's say 85. Well, your 50 millimeter definitely give you a different effect from what you shot with, which is I was using an Olympus EM10 with a 20 or 17 millimeter lens. So yeah, so you don't have to actually choose the brand here. You don't have to choose the brand that you use, or the camera that you use. You can change. You can choose anything from. If you're using a Canon, you can still change. You can still click on the Nikon. These are the fun. These are the lenses that are available under Nikon brand. So yeah, by clicking, have around, look at, see, give you, it's 6 to 24 millimeter zoom lens, gives you a different look from the previous one. Fisheye, fisheye gives you a different effect to just very like try stuff, experiment stuff, so that we learn by experimenting actually, until you find something that is very interesting for you to use. So if you're that kind of person that likes extreme stuff, I suggest you try GoPro. GoPro will definitely give you an effect that is extreme effects. So yeah, different. These are the lenses that are available under a GoPro brand. So just yes, basically that's it with the lens correction. These slide over here, it's a distortion slide. So it basically, you are actually in charge of how you want the effects to affect your image. So by moving your slide to the right hand side, you're basically saying, I want the effect to actually affect my image a lot, and then dragging it to the left hand side, basically reducing the effect in your image. So yeah, another interesting feature that I found, it is this here over here. I mean, the preset basis, it has been here, like in the previous row. In the previous row, your row 10, row 9.0. This base, the base of preset base, has been here. But what's new, it is that now the preset base, it has presets on it, because before it didn't have the presets. It was just a clean base, a clean preset base with nothing. It was empty. So now they have added the presets on the preset base, which is very interesting for anyone who edits images. So basically, this is what happened. You just, if you want, it's just you checking out the effects that might help you edit your image, or that might look good on your images. And what I like about this part is that you don't have to even click on the preset. You just have to hover around, and then you'll see the effect on how you will actually see how the effect will affect your thinking, your image. You have the creative, see, just move around. If you're going for a black and white image, you have an option of choosing different kinds of black and white. If you want the landscape black and white, high contrast, punch, low contrast, flat, soft, you name it. Just move around, like experiment until you get something that is very until you get something that will work for your image, you know, even your curves, you know. This is very interesting, guys. It's very interesting and it is very useful. It will definitely speed up your editing process, if you know what I mean. So, another thing that I like about these presets over here is that after you choose, let's say you choose brightness, you want your image to look like this, but you found that this image is too bright. You can still do your basic adjustments. Like if you see it's too bright, you can still actually lower your exposure, maybe your highlights, your shadows, and your whites, blacks. You can still do your basic adjustment like you normally do on your raw editing. If you want to increase your thingy, your sharpness, color, types of lumens, saturation. I mean, you can still do everything, any adjustment that you do when you edit with RAW. So yeah, man, that's basically it with this tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you find these tutorials very helpful and or very interesting, please click the like button, or better yet, subscribe or better yet, subscribe on the channel. So hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and it is bye for now until we meet again on the next tutorial. Ciao.